Hello gamers and welcome to Review 6. This time I'm looking at sports platformer Soccer Kid, which was originally released for Super Nintendo, 3DO Interactive Multiplayer and Amiga back in 1994. It has been released 3 more times since then, in 2000 for the Atari Jaguar, 2002 for the Game Boy Advance, and 2003 for the Sony PlayStation. In America, the Super Nintendo version of this game was known as The Adventure of Kid Kleets. Soccer Kid is set in 1994, just before the FIFA World Cup in the United States of America. An alien, while searching the universe for valuable treasures, sets his sights on the World Cup trophy. However, despite being able to beam up the trophy, he is unable to prevent a meteor smashing it into 5 pieces that conveniently land in different places around the world. By coincidence, a young football fan, and that's what I'm calling it, it's not going to be called soccer except for when I'm referring to the title and the title character, is watching this all unfold on a news report on television. He decides that he will recover the pieces of the World Cup and restore it. His travels will take him through England, Italy, Russia, Japan, and the United States of America. The objective of Soccer Kid is the same as many other platformers games. You start off at the left side of a level and make your way to the right. After completing 2 or 3 levels, each comprised of 2 sections, you will encounter the boss of the country. Now, also like platform games, you have to overcome obstacles such as enemies, environmental hazards, and scenery obstructions. However, unlike other games, you use a football as your weapon and tool to overcome these problems and progress. Throughout the levels, there are a few bonuses you can collect. There are regular bonuses, which come in the form of food and drink, and are purely for getting high scores. The other type of bonus you can collect is the football trading card bonus, which allows you to access special levels in between stages and try and claim a piece of the World Cup. There are also power-ups that can be collected, such as extra lives, speed, and invincibility, which are usually placed in a chest which you break with the football. Soccer Kid is completely controlled on the D-pad and 2 buttons. Just so you know, the versions I have played are the Amiga, Game Boy Advance, and SNES versions. The D-pad, as expected, moves Soccer Kid around. So left and right make him go left and right, the down makes him duck. Up is only used to combine with the skills button to do other soccer skills. The 2 buttons I speak of are the jump button, which is pretty self-explanatory, and the skills button. The skills button is always used in conjunction with the D-pad to allow you to use the football to the best advantage. For example, left or right with the skill button will shoot the ball, up in the skill button will start keepy uppy, while down will start the ball balance. Each skill can be continually advanced into maneuvers such as volleys, headers, and bicycle kicks. A useful control that is, in a very likely event you lose a football, the skill button can be held down to respawn a new ball. The graphics for this game are great. The backgrounds are well drawn and incredibly detailed. They have features such as signs and animals. The character models are really detailed too. You can see emotion on each character's face for different situations. There is even shadow detail when Soccer Kid is running through the tunnels. Some levels have even weather animated into them, and it looks really good. I will never get tired of listening to the music of Soccer Kid as long as I am playing it. It just really has an enthusiastic beat to it that can drive you through parts of the game which you feel are uncompletable. The sound effects range from standard to good. For example, while all the basic noises are there, such as enemy hit noises and jumping noise, the noise for the ball hitting spikes is quite good, since you can even hear the ball's air escaping. By the time this game was being made, it had already been announced that the United States of America would be hosting World Cup 1994. To capitalize on this, the game was set on the eve of a real World Cup tournament. Despite all versions of the game being made by the same publishers and developers, there were major differences between the versions I played. The SNES version had the ability to choose between 2 difficulty levels and a password system, but unlike the Amiga version, it did not have as many levels and couldn't save. The Game Boy Advance version only had a password system. Some versions would also limit the amount of footballs you could respawn, while others had no limit. The game has since become abandonware, since no one has recovered the rights. The bad points of Soccer Kid can sometimes damage the fun the game generates. Some of the enemies in the game are awkwardly placed and require a lot of luck to get without them harming you. Leaps of faith are also sometimes required, as some of the platforms you need to get are off camera. You can also only save or get a password after a country has been completed. The good points of this game easily outweigh the bad. The graphics are bright and colourful, and they are some of the best 2D graphics of the time. The amount of football skills included gives you a huge range of attacks you can use. Hitting a pigeon from a small platform miles away with a bicycle kick will never get old. The characters that you see in the game are stereotypes, but really inventive at the same time. The game is also challenging but not frustrating, and the boss battles are fun. Soccer Kid was an anomaly of the 90s. It was a one-off supreme platform game which never saw anything more than re-releases when it should have had a few follow-ups. Never has sports and conventional gaming had such a unique and fun combination. Soccer Kid gets 9 out of 10. As mentioned earlier, this game is now abandonware, so it should be easy to find it off an abandonware website. However, just for disclaimer purposes, in case it's not legal to do so, for whatever reason, I do not condone the download of this game. If you want a physical collection for your copy, you can easily find one off Amazon or eBay. If you want to get in contact with me, or to ask questions or request a review, you can use my email address that's on screen now. I'm also going to say for the first time, please subscribe if you're enjoying my videos. Next time I come back, I'll be looking at 1992's violent arcade beat-em-up, Mortal Kombat. So until then, see ya.